everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Saturday! Welcome to the weekend, should your, weekend fall on a Saturday. That's for lots of people. Let's see, let me get some sound here. I've got options. How are you guys doing? Hi, Scarlet, Peekaboo, Seven Saga, Wolf Cloud, Kinrail Day. You sure today's your weekend? No. No, not yet. I like weekend streams though. They're chill. They're fun. They feel like a celebration. We got rares to farm. We got sitting down to do. We got water to drink. That's good. Stay hydrated. Super thanks for asking. I love Dead Cat with a 21-month resub. Welcome back. Thank you very much. And Red Shamrock with a 47-month resub. Appreciate it. Sitting down to do. My favorite. I love sitting down. It's a primo hobby of mine. Prime hobby. It's good stuff. I feel like the official form of it for me is couch. Couch is a prime hobby of mine, but chair is pretty good. It's a comfy chair. My weekend is Monday and Tuesday. That's true. But I don't normally work especially hard on any given day of the week. We do some stuff. Hey, how are the kitties holding up? Oh, thanks for asking. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. They're getting a lot of stuff right now. So we've got 3 pills a day. One of them gets eye drops, and then they're in quarantine. So they're not, like, super happy, but they're doing fine. They're not screaming all day. They're still playing in there. I'm, like, sanitizing toys and rotating them out and sanitizing blankets and rotating them out so they've got little cuddly spots and making sure they're warm enough and trying to get everything clean. This morning was someone had a mess. There was a few different messes in there, so we had to put them in their carriers for a little bit this morning so I could really get in there and, like, sanitize stuff again. But they're all good. They're all clean. The housekeeping staff is exceptional. It's us. We're the housekeeping staff. What am I doing? I'm doing rares. I am 2 out of 8. I don't think I've gotten any since number 2. 2 out of 8 mounts from rares in midnight, and I don't see a single reason why I should not just keep going. They're doing okay. They're hungry. They are hungry babies. In the worst, well, not the worst development, because it happens, but in an unpleasant development on top of everything else, they I don't know how they got in. I have an idea, but we had I had some cat kibble stored in a drawer in the room where they are, so that I could kind of like refill their little kibble dish, so that they could snack between their wet food meals. And apparently I can't do that anymore, and we can't do kibble at all. Because mice found it, which is gross. So we did on top of the regular cleaning. We had the respirator masks, and I was doing the wet cleaning protocol because the last thing we're trying to get right now is hantavirus. Because mice got into that drawer and they tore into the food and they were pooping everywhere. And I don't know, like those are brave mice because that's the room where the cats are. But anyway, we got it cleaned up. I'm gonna look and we're gonna get it figured out. The food's not there anymore, so hopefully they give up. But like cheese and crackers, I could use a break from the universe. Sick of kitties, right? At least I know where they're getting in now, and I know what they were after. Because I had found, like, when we were originally deep cleaning, I had found like a couple nuggets of mouse poop, and I was like, what do you even mean? From where and from who and from how? And now I know, yeah, they came in through this cabinet and they wanted this cat kibble, so at least I've sorted that out. What the hell did you do to the universe? I know, right? Like, did I sin? Is this karma? Did I do crime? I don't remember a crime. Yeah, bad, cursed chocolate chips, but I had already done the research on how to safely clean that up because we had mice in the shed, and I was cleaning that out last fall, so I've got the masks, and you get it wet, and then you clean it with paper towel. You don't vacuum it, you don't sweep it, you don't want to kick up any dust, because hantavirus can become airborne, and because what's another communicable disease? We're working on the whole batch. We're doing good biohazard safety around here is what we're doing. Oh, man. All the rares have a chance to drop mounts thing really bit me in the keister yesterday when I decided to try and tame that one tameable Grimlynx of my hunter who is also a rare. Yep. Somebody snipe it out from under you. That sucks. That's no fun. Did I? Yeah, I have all the little skulls up. I always start in Elwynn Forest because it's just nice out here. It's sunny. Hazel, I just bought the Blossom Branch Grove Glider Flying Squirrel. So cute. Couple somebodies. Eventually, someone took pity on me. I wonder if I would notice if there was a hunter standing there trying to tame it, or if, like, I'm on kind of autopilot here. I could see myself. Maybe that's my sin. Maybe that's where my karma's coming from. I just kind of fly in and kill it. I don't do an awful lot of scanning around. Oh, tag it! Yeah, nice. Made it. Any luck? No. But we're doing okay. We had burrito bowls for dinner. What else is going on? I'm trying to think of anything I've done in the last day that I could talk about that's not just, oh yes, I cleaned something. Did you know that in order to get full sterilization, you must allow sufficient contact time with your cleaning solution? They want 10 minutes of contact time with like wet cleaning solution for something like bleach to kill spores. And then you need quite a bit of time for ventilation too, because you don't want that in the air. That, you know, bleach fume's not good for cats or people. But it is effective. Which mounts do you have? This one, Cobalt Dragonhawk from Elwynn Forest Rares. And the Augmented Stormray from Voidstorm. Are you not driving yourself loopy? Oh, I'm for sure driving myself loopy. I didn't sleep an awful lot last night. I slept some. It was okay. It's been worse, but it's been better. We're keeping it together though. We're trying to not miss meals. Brings me back to my time working chemistry labs. It's educational. Some of the stuff's interesting. It would just be, you know, cuter if we weren't in the middle of it. We'll have fun facts and knowledge for years to come. Yeah. I mean, it's never going to sneak up on me again because I know exactly what I'm looking for. I will never again confuse ringworm for a spider bite. Yeah. It would be nicer if I didn't have ringworm. My main patch, and I know this is gross just to talk about, but my main patch is clearing up, which I appreciate. My topicals are working, which is nice. There's a blessing from the heavens. I'm in my paranoid era where anytime any tiny spot on my body anywhere itches, I'm just slapping it with the cream just in case. Because it starts small and then it gets bigger. So it's like, well, that could be a bug bite. Or, no, hit it with the cream. Progress, yeah. It might scar, but it's not as big as it is in my head. Like when I'm imagining it, it's massive. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, that's fine. And you're fine. You've got a cute little Dalmatian spot. Wow. Unless you meant driving myself loopy with the rare farming. The rare farming I don't mind at all. The rare farming is kind of zen. This is something I know how to do. If I keep doing it, there will probably be progress made. I don't even know if I'm that attached to the progress. I'm fine to just keep doing this. This is getting me marl, which I know I need. I would love to buy some more of those purple, what are they, tier 2 recolors with marl? That would be great. Could do that. If I get any more Slayer's Duellum rep. Well, I need a lot of Slayer's Duellum rep. My Slayer's Duellum rep sucks. We're nearly out of friendly, I suppose. Rep grinds go so slow when you don't work on them. It's crazy. How dare they? How dare they not just happen to me for free? Let's see. But we got a news video together. That was good. I wasn't sure if I was going to get one together yesterday because we were so busy, but it's not super long, but it's there. We got a patch coming up in less than 2 weeks. That's fun. What do you think? Most efficient class race to farm rares? Rare farming kind of doesn't matter because you're just flying around in a mount and everybody does that. Druid is going to save like a fragment of a second because they don't have to mount up after each time they dismount, I suppose. But it's, in the grand scheme of things, it's going to be a very marginal improvement. compared to like indoor instance running is a different ball game because your movement speed factors into that, but your movement speed's not really going to factor into this. Any class and basically any spec can solo these rares without any issue. Thanks for the reminder. I might make some tea today. I feel like I could go for some tea. I have brain rot where I saw somebody on TV call chamomile tea chamomile, and I can't not say that now. It's infected me. It's not my fault. And I've been like drinking more of it because I'm like, you know it would go hard right now. Chamomile. I was gonna grow some, but starting perennials from seed, not impossible, but like a little trickier than just kind of like growing a tomato or something. Like they take their sweet time getting to a point where they can survive me and my gardening practices. Wanted the Horde Manta Ray from Nazjatar, have been putting it off. Found that you can buy rep since I'm exalted on ally. Oh, really? Well, that's good. Congratulations. I don't think I knew that either. That also would have surprised me. Find it very peaceful. Maybe future project. Oh, pouring rain here today since it's also warm. Went for a morning walk instead since I have waterproof gear now. Oh man, we do live in different climates. Is this a new development? Are you new to your raincoat era? Did you get it? Did you get a cute one? What did you get? My raincoat's boring, but it's so effective that I can't bring myself to buy a cuter one. I just got like a big black one, but it works. Many summers to try things ahead of you. You know what's funny? Is I'm so fried, I don't know what you're talking about, and we're having a conversation that isn't being interrupted or anything. You're probably referencing something that I personally said moments ago, and it's completely gone. Bought a Gore-Tex shell back in February to deal with Vancouver and Whistler. Yeah, they are spendy, but it's gonna last you forever. Like, I've never worn out a good rain shell. Like, a cheap one, sure, but assuming that you're not wrestling in it or like, you know, falling down hills filled with prickly things, it's gonna last you forever. Hi Hazel. Hi Chibi, how you doing? Hi Hazel, how are you? Hi J Trent. I'm doing okay. I'm doing medium. Getting 1800 mog for PvP in all healers. Holy. Here's our project. Heyo. Hello. You still doing PvP, Druid? No, I haven't done that since Dragonflight Season 2. That was the last season where I did any amount of arena. I think I did solo shuffle at that time, and I solo shuffled my way, healing solo shuffle to a vicious mount. And I think that, and then I decided never again. Solo shuffle or otherwise, I think that was the end. That was all she wrote. Finally got a day off, getting some farming. Nice. Had a brand new Gore-Tex from the army, but I sold it since I hate wearing camo in public. Do people keep like bumping into you? First time catching your stream. Used to love watching your mount farming guides back when I used to play WoW and BFA. Oh, hi. Welcome to stream. Glad you chose sanity. Yeah. It's fun when it's fun, but if it's not fun, it's really not fun. Here's a froggy. What you got? You want to drop a mount? What now, please? I don't know why I'm trying to fight him without popping cooldowns. Am I saving them for later? They're like 2-minute cooldowns. It could easily be 2 minutes before I find my next rare. Where do I think I'm going? I might spend some Marl on It's really starting to reaccumulate. I might spend some Marl on purple mods. Because field accolades are going to be usable to buy. You can get track-specific hero items, or you can get Warbound champion items with them in 1207. But I don't think I need either of those. Crinkle is pretty much hero geared. Crinkle is half myth geared at this point. So I think I'm probably safe to just spend him on Mog. It's also not very much Mog for the Mog. It's only like 5 field accolades per item, I think. Miss Hazel did not serve. A chat member did. Five out of 8 on rare mounts. Got so burnt out. Now I just kill him when I need coffer keys for the week. Yeah, that's fair. You definitely get those. I'm carrying a few keys around. I got 36, the equivalent of 36 keys here. What do you think about older season Keystone mounts being available? Do you think this is it in terms of Pinnacle seasonal content returning, or do you think it's a Pandora's box, only a matter of time before we get other stuff like elite sets? That one feels like I could make a guess, but it would just be a random guess. I don't really have a feeling either way. It wouldn't super surprise me if they did more. It also wouldn't super surprise me if they didn't. Which is a highly unsatisfying answer. I can see it. Hello, Hazel. Hope your Saturday's going well. Hi, Vinda. Right back at ya. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I hope you're gonna have a yummy meal today. Whatever the preferred meal is. I love like a really good, like either breakfast / lunch, I guess brunch, or like a really good dinner if I'm gonna have like a super cozy day off. Would you want extra gear and another ult in case you start farming Dragonflight raids? No, I don't think so. It makes sense if I did. if I did that, it's a good plan. It just doesn't speak to me. It is a valid strategy. I think if I was really dying to start farming Dragonflight raids, I would have done it by now. I'm mildly interested, but I have 3 characters that are in endgame gear here. I can't imagine having so much sudden burst of stamina for farming those raids that I exhaust all 3 of those characters and then wish I had geared up another one. It could happen. Cross that bridge when we get there. Sucker for a fresh pastry from a cafe or bakery on the weekends. I had a pastry at Bouchard Gardens that was like, it was really big. It was like a bird's nest. It was like a big nest of pastry with like lemon jelly and then like cream. And it was like so large. It was cute. It was cute. It was one of those things where it's like, I'm going to take a picture of this first. Not to post anywhere, but just so that I can memorialize it because it's so pretty that I don't want to eat it. So I need to take a picture so I can capture the prettiness and then am therefore allowed to consume it. My answer was really unsatisfying anyways. I don't want you to live in suspense of what I said for like a couple days until the VOD comes out. I said it could go either. I could see it going either way. I don't really have a strong inclination one way or the other. They might do more, they might not. Neither would really shock me. 2 zones fully with 1 character, 1 zone with another character. Got tired, no luck. Happens. If you scroll up and you see Shibi the Raiju's question, you'll have more context. It was a good one. It was a long one. Ah, why am I in such pain? What have I done? Woohoo! Oh, that poison hurts. I don't remember that hurting me so badly. I must have messed up. I must have done something. Let's try and see if this guy is up. Oh, you know what else I didn't do yet? I'm still working on. I'm 850 out of 1,000 points. There's probably something easy I can do. I don't want to do time walking though. I know I'm gonna have to. I know I'm going to do time walking end of the month and next month when Turbulent Timeways happens. So that's what I'm saving my time walking stamina for. We'll just do it then. We'll time walk then. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on like one of my max level characters or if I'm gonna try to level somebody. Leveling would make sense. I feel like you gotta get to a certain level threshold. I guess I'm not quite sure. Go check these ones one more time. Are these super easy? I feel like the Eagles Inspired is a really easy one. It's 1100 gold. That could be 1100 gold we get to keep. I love this mount. This one's good. I wonder what the next one we get is going to be. I wonder what's going to be 3 of 8, and I wonder when's going to be 3 of 8. Wish I didn't have to run 70 time walking dungeons for enough to get one mount with badges. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I fell behind on time walking mounts from badges. I used to keep up with them. I don't anymore. It's if I get enough badges for a mount, then that's great. We love that for me, but I don't really sit down and like force it anymore. Hate Turbulent Timeways. Missing so many mounts. Yeah. I think I've come to realize that time walking is just not. It's fine. I'll do it on occasion to like level. Especially if I can get away with healing time walking dungeons. That's my preferred method of doing it. But if I can avoid it, I usually do. It's just not. There's more fun things to do in the game for me. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, Timmy. How's the kittens after the ringworm? I think we're gonna be in the ringworm for like a while. It's not something that's gonna clear up in a hurry. They're doing all right. They're getting their treatment. We're gonna do they're doing 2 baths a week, and their next bath is gonna be either today or tomorrow. Either Saturday or Sunday is gonna be the weekend bath. But I think we're gonna be deep in this for 4-6 weeks. We'll see. It kind of depends on whether or not there's some stuff that was recommended for us to try to get to treat them, but it's kind of an open question as to whether or not we can get it into Canada. So I bought some stuff, but like we'll see if it crosses the border. I'm not really sure. Would help if pugging wasn't a toxic mess. Wow, yeah. And we can clear it without the stuff. It's the lime sulfur that the vet clinic said they couldn't get, and they're like, you can try and source it, but you may not be able to. So that's what I'm trying to do. And you can clear it without it. It's just that's the most effective thing. So that's the thing that would make it. It might take longer. It might take a couple extra weeks of baths and meds. Weird. Let's take a look at the flight. Why is it hard? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Maybe the smuggler didn't let me know, but I never said that. Let's see. Is this rare up? It is up, isn't it? Yeah, there he is. Let's go get him. We'll get it sorted out. It's just I'm just gonna be complaining for a month. I'm just gonna be kind of tired and vaguely complainy for the next approximate month and a half. By mid-July we should be all good. Hopefully, cross the fingers. Hopefully by kind of mid-July, maybe August, there'll be kittens on stream again. They're gonna be cats. You guys are gonna see them next, and I'm gonna be like, "Here's Tuna," and he's gonna be like, "Meow." What's up? Complain about WoW. It's so good. I'm over here. My camera's on the right spot. Yeah, let's do this one. Tiki's gonna climb up my shirt and the whole chair's just gonna buckle over. Let's see. The good news is that the steam cleaner is pretty fun to use. It's exciting. Really looks like it's doing something. Anyone else feel overwhelmed by all the midnight stuff, especially with 12:07 coming? I was overwhelmed in 12:05. I'm feeling a lot more at peace with it right now. Maybe just because I've kind of found my rhythm of this thing I'm gonna do, these things I'm not gonna do. And I'm not pressed about it at all. I've kind of found my found my boundaries. Currently at like 70%. Well, yeah, there'll be fun stuff. I'm excited to try the Heroic World Tier stuff. I'm excited to put lights outdoors in my WoW house. Maybe we'll do a little bit more decorating in 1205. The one boss raid should be fun, but I don't think it's going to take super long, but it'll be fun to do. Plus, I get to beat up fungus, which is big for me. The Omnium Folio is just kind of whatever, but it's not offensive to me. It's just kind of pointless, but it'll be fine. It'll get us some power. I'll do it, you know. It seems like something that's going to kind of happen along with other stuff you're doing. Kind of like the Void Cores was, like, you just got those alongside the content you were doing anyway that you needed it for. I'm in my 20s. Adore my steam cleaner, carpet cleaner, with you there. I never thought I would reach a point in my life where a cleaning appliance could be just like, ooh, a toy for me. But, you know, basically. I don't know, it's fun. It's very satisfying to get something like super clean, especially if it was something that was kind of like, you'd kind of made your peace with, well, this thing's never going to look new again. And then you're like, ooh, but what if? I'm trying to be like super careful with the steam cleaner though, just because the last thing I need right now is like steam burns. That is what I do not need in my life at this particular moment, on top of everything else, is let's not deal with burns. Let's just not. Yeah, at least it's not a gear slot. Yeah. True. Curious if the Fungus Raid boss was either going to be cathartic or triggering. Didn't want to ask. I'm hoping cathartic. It might be triggering, but it's fine. It's alright. Maybe I'll kill him with steam too. Way to get time walking badges outside of time walking weeks. No. I don't think so. That's what they're from. You can get them from time walking raids and time walking dungeons. I don't think there's any like single player source of them though. Mission tables? Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. You're at Lertus is absolutely right. You can get some from mission tables. It's not going to be a lot, but it is going to be some. So I got that. Let's go to Voidstorm next. We're in good shape. We can head off there. Oh, is it only during time walking week? It's not like all year round. I haven't looked at a mission table in so long. I'm out of the loop. Killed Dame Bloodshed yesterday. No mount, but the pet dropped a cat named Princess Bloodshed. Princess Bloodshed, and that's the greatest name. So cute. Sometimes cats are sharp. I was holding poor Tuna, and he got startled by a noise, so he kind of like jumped to try to get away, and one of his claws caught me on the wrist and broke skin, and it looks like it looks worse than it is. I disinfected the hell out of it because we don't want infections right now. Poor guy. I was thinking about bandaging it up, but I want to let everything air and get dry. I don't want anything sitting wet in my skin right now, and also I didn't want anyone to get concerned. I do not use a Razor Tartarus. I've never used a Razor Tartarus. I've used devices like it if I'm being pedantic, which I'm always being pedantic. I've used a Logitech G13, and I've used a Razer Orb Weaver was the device I had. But I stopped about 5 years ago, and I switched back to just a regular keyboard. I wanted less stuff on my desk, which is, as I look around my desk, I still have kind of a lot of stuff on my desk, but I wanted less gear, fewer things to break and need to replace. It was good though. I liked having the thumbstick for movement. I feel that the thumbstick is superior for movement compared to the keyboard and mouse, especially for like healing and DPSing while moving. I use auto run and mouse steering for that, but it's not nearly as effective as moving with my thumb and DPSing with my fingers was. That always felt better. Can we please get an updated office tour since you've moved house? Yeah, I'll do one sometime. I never did one in my last place. I lived in my last apartment for 3 years and I never once did an office tour. I was going to, but then like 3 years went by and then I moved out. I feel like they're a little repetitive because it's at a certain point it's just the same stuff in a different room. I haven't really changed the way, you know, it's a computer desk and like some stuff in the background. Although I do have aquariums now, so that's fun. I feel like that's worth showing. I once got kicked because I asked the tank if he could not pull a pack away from my meteor before it could go off. Aww. That sucks. Is this rare up? It is not. Happy playing my silly game. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're having fun. I feel like WoW's my silly game right now. Well, I mean, I'm playing it on stream. I don't know if I'm playing it off stream. I'm not playing anything off stream right now. I guess Hearthstone Battlegrounds. They updated the meta again, and I do not know what is going on with it. Watching one WoW content creator, and that being Hazel. I'm honored and flattered. Oddly enough, wasn't the weirdest reason got kicked. Had 100 in time walking dungeon, was pulling everything, not letting me get aggro. You're so sweet. You're so nice. We're heading this way. Where's all the rares up in the sun? I was getting so lucky in Zolomon. We were getting all of them in Zolomon. You up? No? I got kicked. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but it was funny. I got kicked from a time walking dungeon right at the beginning, and the guy who kicked me whispered, "Sorry, I just hate evokers." Oh man. That's actually, I mean, you could be mad at that, but like, can you be mad at that? What are you gonna do? That's not personal. You couldn't have prevented that for $1 million. Time walking really is the Wild West. Yeah. What's next? Man, your character name just kind of reminds me of my ex, so you gotta go. Your transmog's upsetting to me. Be gone. BGs are already lopsided. Made a more high roll. Yeah. BGs are always. I'm not like a top end BG player, so I kind of like the chaos. I don't. I'm not super worried about climbing rating. I'm usually somewhere in the 6 to 7k rating. I don't think I've cleared 8k in a long time. I just kind of play whatever looks fun and try to force stuff that shouldn't work. And then quote my bartender. I've been trying to force various versions of fodder demons lately. Anytime the demons are in, I'm like, anyone hungry? What if I buff you with? I got mad because I thought I had such a well, I didn't get mad, but I thought I had such a smart idea. I was feeling so clever, and I thought, I'm gonna buff the fodder with Tavern buff Quillboars. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be so cool. I'm gonna do Tavern buff Quillboars, and they're gonna buff the fodder on refresh, and then I'm gonna eat them, and they're gonna be huge. And I feel like it didn't work. I feel like it buffed the regular minions and not the fodder. Tavern buff, regular Tavern buff was working on it, but I don't think the Blood Gems ones were. I could be mistaken though. But I go in, I have no ability to pivot in PGs. I go in with one plan, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just queuing up for the next game. I don't have my UI posted anywhere. It's just WoW. It's just WoW UI. It's default WoW UI with Plater. I do have my Plater profile over in there. Kind of want to do that, but I'm not gonna. See what we can find over here. Favorite build isn't a real build because you need to hit everything and you still get easily outscaled. Self-damage beasts. Oh man. I cannot make beasts work. But I appreciate the commitment to a build that's just fun and you're just rolling being like, what if I get this thing? I'm super guilty of trying, like, getting ping demons pieces before I have ping protection, and then just rolling on 2 until I find ping protection, being like, well, it'll happen eventually. I am not buying anything until I get this next specific card. Might I present my demon? Oh, Scream Maxa. Where are ya? This way, that's right. I feel like I've been neglecting my garden because I've been so busy with the cats and the cleaning. I'm gonna go out there and it's gonna be like... not dry, because we've had some rain, and I gave it a really good water, or my husband gave it a really good water the other day, and I mulched it too, so there's some protection holding some of that moisture in. But the poor tomatoes. What's the add-on to see World Quest drops? Hello, by the way. Hi. I currently have World Quest Tab, which I believe is doing that. World Quest Tab. There's another add-on called World Quest List that can do it, but I was having fewer errors thrown by World Quest Tab. I believe there should be a link to it there. I don't have my cooldowns up for Revengris. Yesterday I was telling myself I wasn't going to bother with it, and maybe I should stick with that energy. Let's stick with that plan. That's a good plan. So we're skipping that. We're not going to check for Farthana. I'm just... Elite rares don't exist to me today. I have too many characters that I can run rares on. I don't need to mess with elite rares. Summon the little tank guy. Fade aggro away. Please tell me how I can get the intro quest to Voidstorm. Are you leveling right now? There is a minimum level requirement for Voidstorm. I forget what it was, but they don't let you go there giga early on your first ever character. Main is 90. Okay, well then that was my only idea. So if you go to the Zone of Voidstorm, I thought of another idea. If you go to the Zone of Voidstorm and you open up your quest log, and you go to the very top of it, see if it shows you anything for like your next campaign step. Also, don't mind me not being finished my campaign. See if it shows you anything there. You might not even need to go to Voidstorm. You might just be able to continue the campaign. Table in Silvermoon. That's another good spot to check. Map in Silvermoon. There you go. I forget where I picked mine up from. Oh, they're up now. We're hitting all the rares. Yeah, I also haven't finished my own campaign. There's like another chapter. I think I only did the campaign up to this point because there was a mount or a mog or a piece of decor or something I wanted, and there's probably some cosmetic that I might want from actually like finishing the campaign, but I only have one chapter left. I should just do it. OCD wouldn't allow me to not complete it. Emerald Hawkstrider. Yeah, I got the Emerald Hawkstrider because I had to. I was like looking through my mount journal. You were probably there. I was looking through my mount journal. I was like, wait, what's this from, huh? Why don't I have this? Are they going to give me anything super cool for like... I mean, I don't want to do it today. I'm doing rares. You know what would be really funny is if it's literally just a cinematic and there was no more questing. Do you need to do it? No. Want to get Paralive so bad. Is it getting well reviewed by the Sims crowd, the cozy gamers? Yeah. Buggy, but early access. Fair, yeah. Surely they will make completing the 1205 campaign a precondition of some of the 1207 content. I mean, maybe the 1207 campaign, but what if I don't care about that either? They usually still let you, like, raid and stuff. They usually take pity on anti-questers like me. Early access, just basic content. Is it in the same kind of genre as Tomodachi Life? Is it a similar format of game? Because I know that just came out recently, too. Not that I have a point or anything. It's like The Sims. See, that's what people told me Tomodachi Life was like. Was like The Sims. It's more like The Sims. I've never played The Sims. I don't know. Every time I ask people are comparing two different games to The Sims, and I ask if they're like each other, and they're like, no, they're both more like The Sims. Mysterious third reference point that is shared in common, but they do not share it with each other. Holy moly. How in your bajillion years? I just missed it. It's hazel coated. People keep telling me that. But people also say not to pick it up now because apparently the golden era is over, or it's just like not worth getting into now, or it's too microtransaction heavy. And I do viscerally hate when they go like too much on the microtransactions. Would never get past character designer. Too expensive to buy all the X packs and stuff. Yeah. I feel like I'm too cheap. I'm too picky with my money. Tomodachi Life hazel coated. I feel like Tomodachi Life would have been Giga my jam in like my 20s. I would have like designed characters after all of the characters from whatever like TV show or band or whatever I was into at the time. And I would have had a lot of fun watching all these characters fall in love and give each other fish. But I don't know what I would do with it now. Sometimes there's media that one just needed to have encountered in one's youth for it to land the way it lands for the rest of your cohort. I think The Sims is in that category. Yeah. I feel that. There's a few things that people in my demographic remember really well that I just skipped. I just didn't engage in. And so like a lot of references miss me. SpongeBob comes to mind. I've never watched SpongeBob. And I'm 33. I'm a 92 baby, so I feel like I was supposed to. I missed it in my millennial media packet. That and South Park, but I think South Park was never really going to be my thing. And Sims 4, too microtransactional. Modders want money for everything, and the game overall worse in the series. Sims 2, still the best one. South Park, too vulgar for me. Yeah. I feel like that's probably where I am at this point. Didn't watch SpongeBob either, but by choice. My peers seem to really love it, so I always figured it was good. It was just something I missed. You know what millennial media experience I did go really hard on when it was current and in the height of its glory? It's Neopets. I was a big Neopets girly. I was so into that. That was like my big online obsession before I got into like, I mean, I guess it's kind of PC gaming, but before I got into proper PC gaming or like MMOs, I was into Neopets. Loved that. Every once in a very blue moon, I used to like make a new account or like, cause I could never find my old account and like go log on and poke around, but it's never the same. What are those pets you got? What are those pets I got? What do you mean? Something dropped for me? Nothing dropped for me. Do I have a pet following me around? Not right now. I wonder if it was something that I summoned in combat. Also, I think I'm right about ready to go poke around Herondar. Wish Neopets still existed. I would love it. Did they finally shut it down? I know it like changed hands a few times. Big into JRPGs as a kid. Pokemon was my gateway into Final Fantasy. Then Chrono Trigger hit me like a nuclear bomb. A lot of my friends in school were really into Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, and I missed that wave too. Kingdom Hearts confused me greatly because I couldn't figure out if it was Disney or anime or both, or like a game or a show. Like, it was highly confusing to me. I didn't know what it was. Something about large keys. 2 pets earlier, 2 dudes following you around. Oh, I'm not sure. No way a company hasn't tried to take advantage of millennial nostalgia for Neopets. I feel like it's happened, like they've tried to revive it a few times. Still around, someone else I watch plays it. Unsure if too niche or because she's Australian. I know that it had to go through some serious changes when Flash got officially shut down for good, because a lot of those games ran on Flash. But I'm sure the technology exists. Can play Neopets. There you go. You gonna be in your Neopets era? Kingdom Hearts confuses me. Not really in the JRPG space now. Got into Western RPGs, the Fallout, Elder Scrolls. For a second, I misunderstood what you meant by Western RPGs, and I thought you meant like cowboy RPGs, and then I was like, wait, Elder Scrolls. Fuss row yeehaw. That's the crossover nobody asked for. Hooked on Cyberpunk 2077. Western RPG sounds fun. What is there? There was a big one a year or two ago. I remember a bunch of people riding horses around on Twitch. It was it Red Dead? Yeah, it was Red Dead. That's the one. I didn't play it, but I know there was a bunch of yeehaw going on. Son is maybe a couple of years younger than you. Kingdom Hearts was his thing. Spyro the Dragon, Kingdom Hearts were his favorite childhood games. One of my best friends had like Kingdom Hearts posters in her room. Any luck? One rare, please. Or one mount, please, rather. No, I didn't get it. Maybe because I misspoke. You have to say the magic words correctly. Kingdom Hearts confuses everyone. I think that's a big part of its appeal. I don't know what it is. I think my window for it is probably passed. Lucky. Try again. One more go. How many tries? Not sure. I don't have anything counting my attempts. Took me a couple days. I feel like on like day 2 or maybe 3 of killing all the rares, or most of them, on 2 to 3 characters, I got my first mount. And then I got my second mount maybe another 2 days of farming after that. But that was a couple of days ago. This is too cute. You picking out your Neopets? I remember the paintbrushes were so rare and expensive and like exclusive. I never ever. I think maybe I had like a really basic one, like a blue one. I remember people had like the rainbow paintbrush, and that was just the height of status. All right, one mount, please. Not that time. Making my pet, and I love it already. You gonna take it to the desert and feed it some giant omelet? That was my go-to. 'Cause it was free. Also farming the 500 shards, kind of incidentally. I'm getting shards from killing rares in Herondar, and I'm sort of slowly sweeping them all into my war bank. I don't think I would like sit down and try to farm them on purpose until I was done with both of the Herondar rare mounts, because as long as I'm farming Herondar rares, I'm just kind of getting some incidentally. Don't want to overdo it. I don't have a ton of shards, but I have some. I think I have like 60 or 70 now. I appreciate that the spawn time's not super long for these. It's reasonable to find most of them up if you run like 2 laps. Don't know if this is better or worse than Elenira. This one, I mean, I haven't really sat down to try to grind them. Maybe it's worse when you're sitting down to actually try to do them, but this one seems a little better than Elenira. I think the Vile Essences is worse, if I had to guess. I'm not 100%, but if I had to guess, I would say that Mysterious Sky Shards are better and Vile Essences are worse. Every time someone is farming mounts, keep imagining the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time chest looting animation and music. Doodle 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 doo. I think there's more doodle doodles. Got all my shards from farming rares on 10 or so alts and still don't have the mounts. Alright. The Grim Lynx is up. Look left for hunters. Look right for hunters. Alright, it's fair game. It's free real estate. Vile Essence, forgot all about it. I haven't done that one yet either. I have like 9 of them in my bank out of 1,000. Hit 1 of 8 and thought it was 2 total, not by region. Oh. Well, think of how many more beautiful mounts you can farm. Wow. Such an exciting surprise. Good news, everyone. Surprise Professor Putricide. And we look for Mind Rot. We're not bothering with Stumpy. Got 150 passively, kind of surprised. Yeah, not too bad. Isn't the mount just a golden noodle? It's sort of like a blue and yellow. It's got a weird aura on it. I think that the Vile Essence mount is a bit cooler if we're talking about just like the appeal of the mounts for their own sake. At least to my sensibilities. Let's check out these. I think between characters... Oh, I'm getting so lucky. Between characters, I want to put on the kettle and make some tea. My throat's a little scratchy and the last thing I need is to get sick. So gonna be farming these mounts in Last Titan. Nah, no way. No way. I will have all of these mounts before the 3rd raid tier. Betcha. Betcha. Betcha nothing in particular, because I'm not a wagering woman, but... I won't say before the next raid tier, because you never know. But what if I'm right and you're wrong? The world shall crumble. The fabric of my universe shall give way beneath my incorrect feet. Be okay. Bet you 1 Vile Essence. Man, if you're right, then I would... Honestly, that would potentially be really good for my stream. Because can you imagine the stream titles? I guess I wouldn't have the attempts to show off. I wouldn't be able to, like, brag with, like, tons of attempts. Because I don't know how many rares I've killed, but... I don't know, at a certain point it becomes performance art. Got a random pet drop in a delve? Nice! There is a set of pets that can drop from delves. And a bunch of them are like really annoyingly rare to get. What if we were just sucked into the Shadowlands IRL? What would you do? Hope that they send me to Bastion and then forget about everything before that point, and then I would just kind of like hang out and lift weights with the stewards. There would be no angst because there would be no context for it. Man, we're smoking rares. That one's an elite. This one's fine. Pets are easy to get. Recipes, which are really rare. I disagree that the pets are easy to get. Do you guys have all of the delve pets? I have like I did a bunch of delves. I did what felt like a lot of them, and I have like 5 or 6 that I don't have at all. I do agree that the recipes are rarer, but I disagree that the pets are easy. Missing 2. This is what you get when you have a Scarlet that's had no sleep. I'm right there with you, baby girl. Bastion's so beautiful. Remember walking around there just to enjoy the vibe. I remember watching BlizzCon 2019. I was there, and they announced like the Covenants and Shadowlands, and I thought, sick. I'm a Venthyr because the Goth stuff went hard. And then I remember kind of like learning more about the zones and playing the demo, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna be a Night Fae because the Enchanted Forest seemed very much my thing. And then when I actually kind of like got into all of it, I was a huge Kyrian stan. That was the thing that I liked more than anything else. It's like a sneaky hit, sleeper hit. It was just so beautiful and peaceful and nice colors. And the stewards were so cute. This is an elite, but this one's not usually too bad. Almost never wins. Most of the pets not being tradable is an annoying change. Help trade the ones I got in the War Within to my pet collector friend. Can't now. Yeah. It's confusing, that's for sure. Funnily enough, I love Night Fae ever since we first saw Shadowlands Cinematic. My main character was Night Fae all season because it was best for my class. I went Kyrian on my priest even though it was not best for my class. It later became good for keys because of all the damage you could get from the broken light bulb looking thing, Empyrean Blast or whatever. But I was supposed to be... I forget, I think maybe Night Fae. I wasn't supposed to be Kyrian, but I went Kyrian anyway. I liked the Mog. I wanted the wings. I was like, I'm a priest. I'm getting my wings. I'm doing it. Yeah, Night Fae was a thing for Holy Priest, and then Necrolord was a thing for PvP Rested Druid. And I did play the meta on that one. Let's go look for Sarasa one more time, but aside from that, we really smoked this zone on this character. I feel like I got good mileage today. Necrolord? More like Necrolord. Well, Draxus was surprisingly nice. I liked it, I think, better than Revendreth, even though Revendreth had kind of neat gothic vibes. It also was kind of dark and grim and, like, annoying to navigate. Revendreth had a lot of, like, vertical, like, walls and cliffs. And Maldraxxus was just kind of, like, nice and round. And fleshy. No kitty or doggy cam today. Probably not for some time. I love needing a 1.8 mil XP to level up. Having Fury Warrior as Venthyr got me kicked a lot because I didn't have Execute. Got replaced by a mad damage button that gives a shield. Oh dear. Do I need an Azure Spore Bat? No. I never actually finished my Safari achievement, and I'm trying to just do it by accident, and it's not going well. Alright, I'm going to leave my character here just in case this rare spawns while I am up, and I'm going to get up and put on the kettle, and then I'll probably get up in a few more minutes and grab like a big cup for tea. BRB. I will probably get up and take another break whenever the candle goes, or just kind of grab the requisite equipment. Alright, if this doesn't want to spawn, I think I'm going to take this character home and grab another character and start all over again. I got 3 that I can use, and I so far have yet to clear all 4 zones and all 3 things. Least favorite, definitely Weldraxxus. He was so delightful and twitchy. Who doesn't love a zone which feels vaguely made out of flesh? People talk about the world being its own character, and that really, really made it literal. So I'm gonna vendor all the blues. Oh, I cleared 100k in this character. I could probably dunk some amount of that into my bank, along with my mysterious essences. See how many we got, see where we're at. I want to finish my trading post, but I don't know. Also, this is the auction house. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the last 150 points. I'm so lazy. I don't want to do any of this stuff. Oh, hang on. I can do this one. Salute the Void Assault vendors. That won't take very long. Trium's, Vornin, Rayana, and Marin. Slash salute? Who comes up with this stuff? Where's Rayana? Her, right? Yeah, because they're all the vendors. Yeah, that's right. Slash salute. Here we go. There's 50 points. Now I just need 100. Oh no! Now I only need 50. I don't know where I got. Next, I got some extra points. Collect fun Argentina items. Can I do that all in one go? Maybe. Let's go to the Argentina and see what we can do. Fun items. I don't know if that helped. Giant growth potion. There's probably one. I thought it said collect fun Argentinian items. Argentina, Argentina. Potato, potato. 1, 2. Do I have to use them? No, I just have to pick one more up. Hopefully they don't have to be different ones. I haven't come here to do like a quest in ages. There we go. Okay, I can get my fill the bar pet now. Or mount, rather. Do I have a lantern? Oh, no. No, I don't. I don't know if I got all the decor or not, but let's pick up... Let's go to the trading post. Let me see if I want to buy anything for this month. 5-6 days in, I'm almost never this slow in filling the bar. Spent more time in Argentina than the Argentina. I'm glad the Argentina is there for people that enjoy it. It's neat that you can kind of like get an instance of it for you and your friends to RP in. I wonder if that's what people want, though. I feel like people kind of liked finding their own spots in the game. And that part of the magic is that people can come by. Keep forgetting it exists. 50-minute Hearthstone. Yeah, I don't know why I never use it for the utility of just porting back. I think they were changing it too often. Like how it worked. And I just lost track of it and I decided I was just writing it off. Even if it's like super good now. Pop my... Oh yeah, I've got 143 sky shards in my bank. That's not bad. Also, let's stick like 80k gold in. Oh, here's my tea. I'll be just 30 seconds. you have to go somewhere. In which case, I understand. Okay. What I was gonna do? I was gonna do Trading Post, and then I was gonna get another character and keep doing alts. Keep doing alts for rares. That's the one. First, let's see if we're gonna buy anything this month. Also, don't mind me not having picked up my vault. I would, but I don't want to. I don't know what I want, and I don't feel like deciding. Alright, first thing, first order of business. Let's check out this flame-painted Sunrock, which I feel like is the best color of it anyway. For me. Oh, it does have a special animation. Interesting. Here, I'm gonna get on it a few more times. So, there's a totem. The bird swoops in. You kind of port onto it. It's got a big ol' handle. Can't be mad at that. Looks nice. Appreciate that this isn't a shop mount. I feel like this one could have been. And I appreciate that it isn't. Oh, the dismount is nice. Is that the first mount we've had with a dismount that nice, or am I just like out of the loop? Maybe I'll go to retail just for this. That was sickening. So that's the mount. And then the dismount, it like flies away. Hang on. That's the mount. And then you're moving and you dismount. That makes more sense than it going into my pockets, huh? Imagine how Tauren mains feel, probably, right? Yeah, that's nice. That's good stuff.
Anything you want, I have.
I'd like to see what you have to offer. So there is another one in another color. So if you want another one with red and black and white feathers, you can have that for 700. Yeah, Trading Post mount. The one that I was just on was the fill the bar mount. So you get that one for free when you fill up the bar. There's an ensemble. There's an ensemble. So you get two colors of this. There's a pair of different totems. There's a giga large and then there's a smaller one. Both of them clip through my ponytail pretty horrifically. There's a fancy dismount for the fiery horse from the shop, but I like this dismount more. I like that you censored shop. And then weapons. Very Tauren coded. Sand Scarab, which I have what feels like several times over. I think I still have extras in my bank. A yellow tabard. Yellow hat and cape. Yellow sweatsuit. Yellow's not my color. So that's not for me. This, I don't know, it kind of with the yellow flowers, kind of looks like Chimamale. Might get the yellow flower crown. The daisy crowns are cute. They're less overbearing than the old flower crowns. I have it in a different color, but it's 50 tender. I think I can budget for that. And then these in yellow. So returning is this guy, which I never did get. I could get it. I'm good. This is cute, but I have so many goats that are so similar. This is nice. It's a two-handed polearm. Wouldn't really be super good. I'm kind of keeping an eye out now for things that I would like super enjoy using on my warrior, but I don't think any of this is it. Always impressed how many tenders you have. I've gotten so stingy. Yellow and Sunwalker Tauren. Do like the axe and the flaming skull helm. I wonder how the goat fits into the theme. It's just his turn. buy my 50 tender crown and get out of here. Alright, we did it. Wowie. Let's get on another character and keep farming rares. They're gonna do a month sometime that I'm gonna really like. And I'll get lots of stuff from it then. I wear almost exclusively Trading Post stuff. They just gotta get it right. Goat sound, you leave him? I don't know. It's a digital goat. He doesn't have a soul. I look into his eyes and I see nothing. We got goats. They're ground mounts too. It's hard to, like, I will get a ground mount if I really like it, but I feel like it has to be pretty unique. They need a goat mount that randomly faints. How funny would it be? I don't think I would want this, but how funny would it be if... That's funny. One of my add-ons must have updated. It would be hilarious if it kicked you off the mount, like your goat mount fainted, and it just, like, dumped you on the ground. Okay, let's get our skulls back up. Maybe Tauren like milk from other sources? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it would be weird if Tauren... Well, never mind. I'm not even gonna. It's giving Blathers running a coffee... Not Blathers. Oh my gosh. Who's the pigeon that works at the Roost? Brewster. Serving coffee with pigeon milk in it. But he's a pigeon. I have the small goat from Mop Remix, the only gnome-sized mount. Blood Deacon never dies, but dang, it takes forever to kill anything. Gotta talk things into joining you in death. I thought I reloaded. I did reload. Wonder why my markers didn't come back. Sometimes it takes a second. Yeah, they'll do some theme that's more up my alley sometime. Laura, I'm just gonna... We're done with Laura anyway. We never did end up... rare scanners putting the markers on the map. I have a few of them, but sometimes a reload will kind of help reset it from yesterday's data. Tea check. What tea did you get? Chamomile. I'm doing some chamomile tea. Which is normally kind of like a end of the day sleepy time thing, but it's what I wanted. We're craving the chamomile. Can you deliver it to the UK? I'm sleepy. I'll share. Yeah. Well, whether this one's up or not, I'm pretty sure I have a vague idea of where the spawn points are. Oh, glass is steamed up. I was just seeing if it smelled like tea yet. I can't remember how long that tea bag's been in there for. Herbal tea you can kind of leave for like as long as you want, and it's not really, nothing bad's gonna happen. Black tea, if you forget it for too long, you can really make a potion, but this is mostly just gonna be... Oh, that smells nice. Maybe sleepy time tea on stream is a mistake on like a really cozy Saturday. There's my skulls. There they are. That's what I was after. That's all I wanted. Anybody home? One mount, please. You're not so scary. You're dead. No luck from there. I get a teeny little bit of lumber. I know I'm going to need it eventually. I wonder if this character's carrying around a bunch of it. 33, that's it? I thought I had more. Yeah, I think Carbon's taking a raid break. we did our achievement run, and that is usually the end of our season. I certainly didn't show up last Wednesday. I think a lot of people didn't. I like forgot to show up, and then I remembered, and I looked at Discord, and there was nobody in there, so I'm just assuming that nobody else showed up either. We all collectively decided by negligence that we were done. Wednesday was day 1 of Ringworm Gate, so we were kind of busy. I can't believe it's only like day 3 right now. We have to get through like 45 to 60 of these. I am not farming lumber. I am farming rares. Rares! There's an achievement for Midnight Lumberjack, and I'm 224, 250. Maybe I am farming lumber. That's pretty close. That's pretty tempting. And that lets you farm lumber while mounted. And wouldn't that be something? This is good for me regenerating some gold. When you guys were collecting, I guess if you collected the purple sets from the like ritual site vendors, did you go for like one gear slot at a time until they were done, or did you try to like finish a specific class set? There's no right or wrong way to do it, but I'm kind of wondering how other people approached it. I bought out all the shoulders and half of the weapons, and now I don't know what I want to do next. I guess the rest of the weapons would make sense. One slot at a time, yeah. I like the idea of finishing something on the vendor and actually having it be like grayed out. Not the assumption. Vividly remember your Brewmaster Monk and Nazmir farming the Vein Seeker. Yeah, me too. Buying all pieces every time because you couldn't buy the same slot multiple times without opening the box. Oh yeah, that does make sense. You can kind of hit them all up and open them all and then do it again. Just have some weapons left. I wonder if I would wear any of those sets in any of my characters. I guess I'll never know if I don't get them. Oh, there it is. Don't mind me being horrific at flying. No, I missed it! I wonder by how much. Normally it doesn't alert you unless it's up still. Anybody over here? Elwyn rares are super nice because there's no wrong answer. There's no rare where I'm like, oh wait, I don't kill this one because this one kills me. They're all easy. I may be infected with the chamomile pronunciation virus now. Right? Like, I know it's wrong, but it's so fun. It's like so aggressively wrong. It's also funny to me because chamomile is like the lowest key beverage. Chamomile tea is about as low key as you can get outside of just water. It's like more calming than just water. There's like nothing like less hype in vibes than chamomile tea. But yet, get hyped we shall. Now I'm applying the same thing to meditate. Meditate. Yo, who wants to sit down and meditate? Maybe this guy will give me a mount. Looking for a Hawkstrider from Elwyn Rares. Yeah, maybe today I'll buy some of that purple mug. Make a dent on my the marl that we've been getting. It's the silver lining to all of this rare farming for sure. Nope, nobody home. Finding a lot of lumber though. Oh no, somebody home. Must have just spawned. Oh wait. That's not Shadow Word Pain. I have a hard time switching between characters and remembering what all my buttons do, man. Doesn't come natural sometimes. I don't know why I think I need to be playing any more classes than I am. I don't want to get that Midnight Lumberjack achievement, but I'm not going to go out of my way to stop doing rares. We can do both. We can find trees.
The Twilight's Blade are attempting to reclaim Deathhold. Root them out and destroy their encampment.
You ever like pick up a drink so you're kind of looking at your keybinds being like, how do I do this with one hand? All my my number keys, I usually use my mouse to hit those, so... Well, you can certainly pick your fingers up and move them to the number on your keyboard. It's not something I do. I'm hammering those out with my thumb. Anybody home? Nope. I like this, man. I'm happy this one dropped. The little glowing green belly looks like a nightlight. Looks like you'd buy it at Spencer's. Nobody home. Yeah, there's enough rares left here. We can start back up at the north end and fly the loop one more time. One thing I have not yet looked at for 1207 is what we're talking about in terms of like new mounts to farm. And I guess pets. What are we saying? There's got to be some new stuff. There is some new stuff from the invasion points. And there's definitely a mount from Rotmire from the Sporefall raid boss. It's like a spore glider, but like a really pretty one. I'm looking forward to that. I guess I'm not sure what the drop rate's going to be like, if that's going to be like a 2 expansions later me thing or not. Maybe one of these days I'm going to open up PTR Mount Journal and just have a look at them for fun. Not up? Nope. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. One mount, please. Diddle 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 doo. Nope. I thought maybe the Zelda noises would work. They did not. One lucky Link's Locket. I wonder if I'm gonna get the pet from Princess, or from Dame Bloodshed. I wonder if I'm going to get Princess Bloodshed before we get the mount that we're looking for. I'd like to not skip her because she has a pet. Is she around? You can camp it. Got the pet, no mount. Boo. I always have to check to make sure I didn't get the pet. Princess Bloodshed. No. I have Princess Vorkastraza. It's a different princess. I wonder when they're going to let us decorate our house with pets and mounts. I know they're working on it, but like when? If we know, I forgot. I want to be able to save rooms. Yeah, me too. I'll loop back around here. I'll check the other ones and loop back. I don't want to miss Princess or Dame Bloodshed today. Maybe tomorrow I'll do decorating if we don't feel like doing rares. Or maybe we'll do a little bit of both. Decorate for a while, then do some rares. I know they're kind of different styles of content, but I would love to just block out a kitchen in my house. I don't have to like polish it or finish it, but I would love to get like just the major architecture of it blocked in. Because I feel like that's the hardest part for me, is just putting in like big pieces, big furniture, big cabinets. The decorating, just like all the little fiddly stuff on top, that part's fun. That part's easier. I ruined my own house by choosing the wrong hallway. Can't delete it without deleting my decorated room. Can you add like a hallway or something to a different part of your house and then drag your decorated room over to that hallway? I was able to do that and it saved everything in my decorated room because I wasn't deleting the room. I was just moving it somewhere else in the house. If you have another eligible like node where the room will fit, you should be able to drag it and keep everything in it. You might need to adjust like where the doorways and stuff go. But if you wanted to fix that now without waiting, that was working for me. I don't know if I checked all these rares in the bottom. I feel like I turned too early. I want to be able to import a house build and then edit it to make it mine. Yeah, I bet people will do nice templates. It would also be fun to like make a house build to like release, right? Like it would be kind of fun to take a challenge of how can I make a cute sort of starter house using just vendor items or like really commonly available stuff sort of thing. That would be like a fun project, especially because you could like save your own house so that you could revert back to it after and then kind of try to like make a workable template. Connecting room is what I wanted to delete. Can't because every other room is attached. Oh yeah. You can't move them all to a different spot. I was able to drag and drop finished rooms, but maybe it's not working quite right. Waiting for import codes, can't decorate to save my life. I have at max level Priest, Warrior, and Hunter. Those are my 3. These ones were being unkind. Haven't tried. Well, if not, then that's okay. I want to build a hobbit hole. Here, let me just show you what I mean real quick. And you certainly don't have to do this at all. You can not worry about it, but I just want to, cuz it was news to me too when I saw it. Is Marks worthwhile? Have to go BM. I tried to go Marks, didn't like it. BM wasn't really. I basically tabled the Hunter because I wasn't really feeling either of them. Okay, so let me see. This is an empty hallway. This is my living room, and then down here to the left of my living room is bedroom, and it's all decorated. So if we go into the floor plan edit, and let's say there was like a let's say there was a hallway that I wanted to get rid of, and I needed to move this connecting T-shaped room because I wanted to save this, but let's pretend I wanted to get rid of this. I don't, but let's pretend I did. If I pull this and then I like drag it to somewhere else, as long as it's eligible, like as long as it fits, it'll snap to that spot and it'll keep everything in it. You might need to like rework the doors, but you can move a finished room. So you could, if you have like an open hallway somewhere, you could kind of just like stash your finished room on the end of it and then kind of go through and delete the area that you wanted to delete. It's not perfect. It would be better to just save the full layout or to save rooms individually. But here, I'll put everything back. You can drag and drop rooms around and they will keep all the decor that is placed in them. Tiny right in front of the door is what I want to delete. That's hard. Yeah, everything else. Yeah, because that's hard. If the hallway was anywhere else, I bet you could shuffle it and keep it, but you're right. I don't think there's a way to move and get rid of the entry one. Oh, you're totally right. That's so annoying. Yeah, let me get rid of this. And put all these things back. Yeah. No, don't mind my doorways. I think I lost a door. Or two. That's funny. This one kept the door but lost the doorway. Yeah, pick your entrances carefully, people. Nothing wrong with survival. I just didn't want to play it. Okay. And then if I use my teleport button, we can return to where we were before. That's right. Darn it, I was hoping that would work. I was so convinced. People like survival. People have been saying it's really fun. I just, I'm kind of resistant to the concept of a melee hunter. It's just not what I want from Hunter. It was nice to see my house again. Maybe I will work on it tomorrow. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, if you can make like a new entry door somewhere else, maybe then you can shuffle it. That's something to mess with. I would say just wait until they let you save stuff, but who knows how long we're waiting is the annoying thing. Like, I know that feature is coming. I don't know if they gave us like an actual timeline. I feel like they didn't. Love survival, but then again, I like wrestling with my dogs in real life. So them helping me kill in a game is fun. Puppies. Do you have big dogs? Save it for my own vanity's sake because I spent time on it, not because I like it. Well, you can always let the rain wash you free. Put on your Serenity song and just start it all over again. Come on, Princess Bloodshed. Where's your mama? I can already tell I'm gonna get so annoyed. Maybe I shouldn't decorate this week. I might not have the patience for it. I'm gonna try and make a kitchenette. I'm just gonna be so annoyed that it's not coming out the way that I want it to, and I'll be unable to articulate both what I want and also what's wrong with what I'm doing. I don't know why, but it's not right. White objective add-on. That is Waypoint UI. Waypoint UI. This one not up? No? Oh, missed it. Terrible luck today. Or on this particular round anyway. Maybe I should rotate through and just do a different zone. Sometimes if there's somebody else farming in the same zone and you get kind of off rhythm with them, it can be hard to find anything up because someone's just ahead of you doing the same route. Waypoint UI is so great. Can't imagine not using it now. Yeah. It was so... I mean, it's great all the time, but it was so amazing in Undermine. Because there were so many, like, places you were navigating to for, like, shipping and handling or world quests or whatever. And Undermine was such a visually busy place that seeing the default waypoint was so hard. That yellow polyhedron just blended into everything. Not easy to find. Right, we found a rare that's up. We had to abandon Eversong, but we found one. Only found it in midnight. That's good. It's what I feel like the waypoint should kind of look like anyway. I never pick up these treasures. I used to be really diligent about it. To get stuff like the weekly profession knowledge, but I don't, I haven't been keeping up. I guess now that this character has her disenchanting capped out for epic crystals, all other profession knowledge is kind of arbitrary. She's not actually making enchants because my main has enchanting and has actual, like, progress in it. A little bit, anyway. Awkward killed a rare on a whim, got the Cobalt Dragon Hawk. Oh, congratulations! This is a lovely mount. Very lucky. That's one of the two that I have. I feel like I've gotten very lucky to get two really good ones early. Some of the rare mounts are much more appealing to me than others, and the two that I have so far, which are the Cobalt Dragonhawk and this Stormray, are like my favorite ones. The only one I think I want more is the Petalwing from Herondar. And I have a Petalwing from Herondar, but... We need a flying wolf mount. Did they ever decide to let the Heartbond Lupine fly? I know they, like, went back and forth on it. There you go, it's a flying wolf mount. Kind of. That's pretty close. It's funny, it wasn't supposed to fly originally, but then it was bugged, so it did. And then people loved it so much that when they fixed it, people got really upset. Yeah, it's yeah, I know. It's not really like a super, like, wolfy wolf, but it's pretty close. That is wolf adjacent. Should get that mount. Don't have them. Didn't finish synthesis. It's not so bad. People made synthesis sound worse than it was. IMO. Thanks for reminding me, it flies right to my favorites it goes. I couldn't remember, honestly, where we landed on the... Like, it was a surprise to me that it flew, because I remembered that there was, like, back and forth on it. I didn't remember where we ended up. Fun one that time.
Face your flames! Face your flames! You're empty of fire if you never face your own flame.
I don't know why I was getting out and stunning. I feel like you only need to pick one. How many mounts do I even have now? 1,173? So much to do in Zareth Morris, and the Fell Reaver and Outland just killed me. Price of distraction. I remember farming for the protoform synthesis pattern for, like, the bird that dropped off of either an elite or a rare or something. There were a couple of really rare patterns to get. I think I got a bit lucky with them. I liked Zereth Mortis as a patch, actually. I thought that was some of the best content of Shadowlands. I thought the zone worked well. The things to do in it were kind of fun and engaging. It was a beautiful place. I know that there was some complaints that the raid didn't feel very wow. It was all like pretty sci-fi. It was kind of annoying, or not annoying, but a bit of a weird bummer that the lore of how a lot of the stuff came to be was basically cosmic 3D printing. Controversial. I loved Korthia. Ooh, that is a hot take. I liked it once they'd patched it a few times. Korthia was horrific on release to me, and I think that first impression killed it for a bunch of people. They changed it a bunch in ways that made it much better, but a lot of people had already given up on it by then. I think that Chimamala is making me sleepy. Sylvanas has hinted that what we saw in Shadowlands may have been not quite reality. Oh, fun. It was all a dream. True bastion of cornerstone of all good storytelling. Yo, that stuff doesn't count. Appreciate Lord of the Rings Online because they're limited by the lore. No space stuff, sci-fi, neon glowing, anything. Oh, here's the rare I'm after. Remix will be Shadowlands. They'll rewrite the lore. I could see Shadowlands being remix. I would be very surprised if they used remix as an opportunity to address lore. I feel like remix is already on shaky grounds lore-wise. I know they have the dragons yapping about something, but I feel like that's a mode that exists because it's fun. It would be shocking to me if they if they were gonna do that. It seems like something that would please nobody and irritate quite a few people. My theory is that Shadowlands was a construct that usurped the natural order to turn the cycle of life and death into a power source for a being who claimed to be one of the first ones. I like it. I could see it. I don't think this rare's really up. I think they're lying to me. Yeah, remix should not have any lore. I like it when there's bronze dragons and they're like, whoa, this is crazy! Or like infinite dragonflight, or whichever dragons you want to have doing it. I like it when they're there like, yo, this is weird. You want to go kill stuff again? Doesn't that sound like fun? Have at it. I'll give you a pony. Unreliable narrators, very much a thing in the heyday of EverQuest. I never really thought of EverQuest having lore. I don't know anything about it. It must. Most things do. I'm not finding a lot of rares or trees. Old school EverQuest lore was incredible. Oh. If they did remix for Shadowlands, I would be mad, but only because I want them to do Warlords first. I don't think that they would come out with, like, the deleted patch or like raid or whatever for Remix. I don't think they're gonna Classic Plus WAD in Remix. I think if they have content that they want to release, they're gonna do it as part of like a new expansion. Remix doesn't seem like the format for that, especially because it's temporary. Why would they remind us of the two financially worst expansions by remixing them? I think Shadowlands and BFA are both great remix candidates, even if they weren't super popular, because they have excellent cosmetics that are kind of notoriously annoying to collect the old-fashioned way. And remix is a great opportunity to collect some cosmetics. It's also nice if there's some nostalgia involved, but they have classic for that. I think Classic Plus is the only way to fix those missing patches. It's funny that we want an alternate timeline of the alternate timeline where they alternate timelined better. It's very meta to me. Man, I might have to fly back to Eversong and do another lap of that. I'm getting stuck out here. Oh, I guess we can inspire the Eagles. That's easy. Thank you. Classic Plus, now Warcraft Inception. Is Classic Plus a real thing? Like a confirmed by the devs real thing? I've gotten out of the loop with Classic news. I know people want it. It will be. Oh, it might be. In China. I see. Sanctified, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. I would be surprised if they remix Wrath anytime soon. Hinted at in a BlizzCon announcement. I hope they start talking about ice cream again. Remixing Wrath, double dipping retail and classic players. The Wrath cosmetics are like so kind of grim, and a lot of them were like pretty easily available during Collector's Bounty. And those really old, or not really old, but like those older expansions don't have as much content that kind of fits into fun remix sort of like minigames or world content or whatnot. Like Legion Remix was really cool with Mythic Plus. You know, they did invasion points. I think Island Expeditions would work really well. Remixing Wrath. To me, it seems not fun. But I am one data point. I am not indicative of wider sentiment. I'm gonna skip those two. Let's go swing back by Eversong and see if any rares are back up. How are you enjoying Fury? Smashing everyone. Yeah, it's fun. It's on my list to learn arms, because I think Fury's more fun in the world and in dungeons than it is in raid. But I do kind of want to raid on warriors, so I feel like I should learn arms just so I have another option to run. But I'm putting it off because Fury's so fun. Everyone hated them because they thought they had to grind it. Imagine if islands were like delves now. My thing is Island Expeditions were fantastic content. The problem was the Heart of Azeroth. And like you're saying, people feeling that they had to grind it to keep their power ahead of the curve so that they could be competitive. If you take that need to know life out of Island Expeditions and you just kind of encourage people to do like a reasonable amount of them every week, they're super fun. There was great cosmetics. The you know, like there's, I feel like they were a good format. You kind of felt like there was a little bit of time pressure, but nothing crippling. You could do big AoE pulls. There was treasures to loot. It kind of felt like abundance if the mechanics mattered. Still only gotten one mount from Islands. The doubloon boxes that they added after a while helped that for me quite a lot. I got some island mounts directly, but I got most of my island mounts from the doubloon boxes that they patched in. Having a tough time finding the rares up. Guess I could always go to Arendar or Voidstorm and look there. I was on such a hot streak for a while. I could camp. Especially that like one specific one that I want. I could camp it. Anybody home? Nobody home? What? I'd like to not camp the last one I hadn't killed off, but if I left, then it'd have the mount. That's the one. That's where it was. It was just sitting on that mob. Waiting for you. Not up. Maybe it's because I'm not riding a lucky mount. Or wearing a lucky transmog or something. Oh, there's one. There's one. Come on, Warden of the Weeds. Help a girl out. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. Shield's worth 37 gold. That's something. Hey Hazel, how's it going? Hi Angela, it's going alright. How are you doing? How are things with you? Oh, here we go. Nice. Okay. One mount, please. Good, thanks. How many mounts? 2. 2 out of 8 still. It's been a couple of days since the last one. But if we keep trying, we'll get lucky eventually. I still have Herondar and Voidstorm to do in this character, and then I have another one I can run if we need to. I was really hoping to get the Lynx rare killed for the pet chance. 2 more than I have. It is good to be on the board. Proverbially. I'm sort of just chipping away at Midnight Lumberjack 2, or 230 at 250. I wouldn't hate having that done. Could have at least dropped a Sky Shard. Aww. Found that honey mace from BFA for 190k. Usually 400. Been wanting that for a long time. Nice. You gonna make like a good Mog that uses it? Those have come down a bit. The Glacier used to be like a million plus Mog, I thought. Maybe they're easier to grind now. I'm not sure if they've upped the drop on Sky Shards. I do feel like I'm getting them pretty reasonably. I might just camp this Lynx. I'm unwilling to skip this one. Hi Dank Dirk, how you doing? Happy Saturday, hope you're having a good weekend. 90k in one of the big EU servers and it's half a mil on mine. You know, bless Undermine Exchange, right? I haven't done a lot of cross-server shopping lately. I guess I haven't done a lot of shopping for cosmetics. Been getting quite a few since reset. I've got a good handful too. The only plus in having to wait for rares in Herondar, the opportunity to farm lumber while waiting. Lots of good trees, huh? Yeah, I guess I can farm stuff while I wait for that one to spawn. I'm not gonna stray quite as far in my loop here. Did I really not? Made my Gnome Warrior wear a beekeeping set and now she's dual wielding the Glacier. Nice. Is there like a good title that goes with that? There must be something. Can you be the BEO? Did they let you be the BEO? I feel like that's too good. They wouldn't let us do that. Should look, just usually use Fun Gal. I haven't looked at titles in a while. I feel like there's so many of them. Every now and then I go through this and I'm like, what is this from? Like, I know some of them were from the Time Walking vendor during the anniversary. Teacher of Strong and also Crypt Keeper. I've been Captain Crinkle on this character because I enjoy that. I feel like it rolls off the tongue. It's got a good ring to it. Part-timer is good because that one's just, it was so annoying to get that I feel like it's actually just mildly impressive. Salty, always classic. Some of them I don't recognize. Smelly, also always good. Captain Crinkle feels like a cereal mascot. It's Captain Crunch's long-lost cousin. Oh yeah, Teacher of Strong. What's that from? I have it too. Trade Duke. Fun. I want them to add Grumpy. I would accept Cranky. Cranky Crinkle. Subbed in October. Thanks for helping me beat my first raid. And to today, most subscribed streamer and I've barely been here. Well, I really appreciate it. It means a lot still. From the Sojourner in Herondar, we do the Fight Club with the Mushroom guys. Oh, that's right. I did like those guys. They had moxie. I liked it when we went into combat and my guy was like, I don't want to die. I don't think I can win. This seems like a bad idea. Yeah. Fights to the death usually are. Guess I don't remember if they were supposed to die or not. That was just the energy I got. Fun gal guy. I'm a fun gal hater right now. I am anti-fun gal. I'm in my Myconazole era. The triple threat. Uncorrupted, unstoppable force. Oh yeah, I have the real deal, and then I also have the real deal. REAL and REEL. I thought it was so funny that they did both of those titles. Does your new alt still exist? Yeah, I haven't deleted him yet, but I hate his name. I don't think I'm leveling that. I think I need to remake him with a different name. I don't mind a theme name, but that one's just bumming me out. As a Doctor Who fan, always kind of like Time Lord. I figured if I just hung out here and camped this, it wouldn't take super long. Hating it so much is why it's funny. Yeah, but if I don't like it, I'm not gonna play it. That's the thing. It's WoW. Who wants to play a character that you don't like? I feel like there's someone ahead of me killing all the rares. Yeah, I get that sometimes. I wonder if the move is to turn around and start running them in the opposite direction. I used to do that for herbing sometimes. Like, I would just reverse. If I was going clockwise, I would just start going counterclockwise. Start catching stuff on the respawn. Because I feel like a lot of people instinctively fly the same direction in zones. Although I don't know if I'm just making that up. Hey, she's up! That's what we're after. I wonder if I should now run counterclockwise the rest of these rares. Alright, no pet. Worth a try. I guess I'll swing by this one because it's so close by. Or maybe if they're respawning, this is the moment. Maybe they're all gonna respawn in a row. Boom, 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 boom. I'm about to fall asleep. I might need a nap today. Holy. Nope, that one's dead. I got 4 rares in Zul'Aman I didn't do. I feel like I should just go to Voidstorm or Herondor. I'll check these two before I give up. Maybe these two, the Zul'Aman ones, and then I'll go to Voidstorm. Definitely. I wonder if Saturday's a tough day to run these. Maybe tomorrow, because it's still a weekend. I should just take the day and decorate my house. Do something phased. I only need 16 more pieces of lumber to get this achievement. Any luck? No? It's doing so well earlier. Alright, which way we heading? So those two we don't need. It's these 3 and then the one south of me. The ogre on a crab. Oh, hey! Hello! 1 mount, please. No? Okay. I left behind my lumber, but that's okay. Nope, not up. Let's try this one. These zones are growing on me. I think doing the rare farm is probably one of the best ways for me to kind of get to know and love the zones. Is just spend a bunch of time in them looking for rares. I'm learning my way around a lot better than I ever did before this. I certainly didn't learn where anything was when I was questing. Not me being lost. Hello, Mr. Sonic Gen. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I set a waypoint to kind of sort of take me in the right direction, but I didn't put it right where I was going, which I think was a big mistake. Is it actually here? Yes, yes it is. We're tagging it. Alright. Voidstorm! Oh wait. I would love to get the Sanguine Harrower next. Cross Voidstorm off the list. It's a place I don't feel a strong urge to spend a lot of time. Plus, I already got the good map from there. Let's go see if we can squeak the other one out. If I can remember where the portal is. Here it is. Shift things around and get comfy. Put my feet up. I had to look for a second. I thought one of my shrimp might be pregnant. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not that lucky. She's just been eating good. She's just looking healthy. There's a couple of shrimp in a tank that's like right behind my chat monitor, and every now and then you just look over, you see shrimp. Alright, is Queen of War up? Ooh, I'm not the only one farming rares. Someone else is checking too. I'm gonna run counterclockwise. I always go clockwise, and I'm gonna shake it up this time. So that one and that one are both annoying, so we want to go all the way straight to Scream Max. I'm gonna get the hang of this. Also, that's a pretty easy 1100 gold, but I'm gonna get the hang of this loot. Aha. My secret strategy is working. Nope, not that time. I feel like Arindi's almost never up. I see people camping him, which confuses me, because as far as I know, he doesn't drop anything like super special, so I don't know why. I don't know why he would be like extra important to do. Garchak kind of sucks. This one's not so bad. Okay. Let's see if you have a mount today. As far as I know, all the rares have 1 to 2 unique drops. Yeah, I guess maybe somebody's on it for Mog. At least the stuff drops warbound, so it doesn't matter which character. Actually, even if it didn't, it doesn't matter which character it drops for anymore anyway. Forgetting how that worked. I wonder how much loot I even need from Rare still. I feel like I must have gotten most of it by now. Couple pieces, actually. Oh, those are, I was like, why don't I recognize those rare names? And it's because those are the Singularity. The Stormarian Assault rares. I don't kill those ones. They're big and annoying and nobody ever kills them. Or at least I never see anyone doing it. This one's up. Shadowlands race, you still have to farm on the right characters? I think that may be Mog that I may not be destined to get. But maybe I'll get lucky and I'm destined to get a mount. One mount, please. Da-da-da. Nope. Killed those in the first couple of weeks for the achievement, and since then, not once. Yeah. I used to get excited about them because I'd be waiting for the Stormarian Assault to start. And I would head over to see if I could tag along with anyone else doing them, but I haven't bothered with the Stormarian Assault in a while. We've suffered enough. That was an event I could have done without. I like Saltheral's Soiree. That one's fun. I think that's my favorite of the 4 kind of like zone rep weekly events is Saltheral's. It's got some nice variety to it. It's just not going to be exactly the same. I got a Savory Anomaly. I'm like, is that a pet? No? Okay. Didn't recognize the name of the thing. Hard to find anyone doing it. They need to make it scale to the number of participants. Yeah. Yo, counterclockwise strat is working out for me here. I love. Maybe it would have been fine if I'd gone the other direction too. When I finally get my tailor to 90, I need to send her over to do it for the decor pattern. Don't get ritual sites. I was kind of cool on them until I got into the cosmetic collecting from them. I had fun with that. I liked looking for the kelp and the lynx bushes. A little scavenger hunt kind of situation. Killing that rare Waverly makes me sad. He just wanted to protect his sunflower. People less inclined to do board laps of Voidstorm and Herondard than Eversong and Zolomon? Potentially, yeah. I do see other people around though. There's somebody else with me on the Queen of War. This guy's up on the hill. Yeah, he is. Haha. Faster I can do it, the more Marl I can get in today. Tempted to ride around the trading post mount. Just for the mounting and dismounting animations on it. I feel like those are so cool. Yeah, I got a lucky shard or something. These are all up. Do you think saying holy cow around a Tauren is an insult? Or a compliment? Huh? I find you positively saintly. Should I stop saying holy mackerel in the presence of Jinyu? Thinking out loud, yeah. I think that the Tauren have some of the funniest, just like, dad jokes of all the races. I hear where's the beef? Quite the slanderous thing. Why is it when I want to farm rares, other people doing it too? Yeah, great minds. I'm about ready to start Herondar. I smoked through Voidstorm. I feel like ages trying to finish the first 2 zones, and this one just happened. I'm only missing 2, 4. Oh no, those two I skip. I'll check these last 2 one more time, and then I'll just leave, I think. Yeah, there's gotta be a Tauren Holy Priest named Holy Cow. There's gotta be like 50 of them. I'd be shocked if there isn't a holy, like either a priest or a paladin Tauren on almost every server with that name. I would be disappointed in WoW as a community if somebody wasn't on top of that. No, I need the wood. I need the lumber. This, you know what this looks like is lumber. Given that 40% of Tauren have pun names, seems inevitable. Yeah, I've seen a few Ret Bulls in my day. Tauren DK is named Death by Moo. In my brain, Moo is just, like, I know it's the sound a cow makes, but in my household it has become the abbreviated form of Moose. My dog. I was like, oh man, have you seen Moo? Hey Moo. Which is funny because it's not any fewer syllables than saying moose. It's not easier than saying moose. It's just kind of cute. Sometimes he's Moo Bear. I have Rocky Cowboa since vanilla, but don't play him that much. According to Character Search and Armory, there are 99 holy cows in European realms, and like 90% of them are paladins. I feel like they only let Tauren be priest somewhat recently, right? Let's go to Herondar. When they let everybody be priest. I can't remember when. I don't make a lot of Tauren. I was a Tauren priest back in MoP? Were they always priest capable? Like even in vanilla? Priest man in our guild, and one of his priests is a Tauren named Coco. That's not a real portal. That one always pranks me. Okay. Counterclockwise. I'm gonna head this way. I'm gonna fight every instinct I have. Wiki says Tauren got priest in Kata. I could see it. They opened up a bunch of race class combos in Kata. I remember it was really revolutionary that trolls got druid.
More venom and also more healing water. Since you are in the Alua wetland, would you
With the
do
bat
me a
form, that was
favor?
pretty crazy. Gnome priest added in Kata. What were we all doing before then? Tree. Oh, these are pretty. I didn't know they moved. Human hunter and cat is something I would never understand. Like, you don't get why they got hunter, or you don't get how they didn't get them sooner. I remember human hunters were kind of cool because they had, like... Humans, for the longest time, had really funky weapon scaling where weapons, especially for a female human, would just sit huge. So I feel like when they first opened them up in Cataclysm, human hunters would just use giga massive bows. Like longbows or guns or something. And all those weapons would look much smaller on a night elf or a dwarf or whatever. Oh, there is a lot of lumber out here. Now that you mention it. I only need 10 more. Oh, 8 more actually. Getting a double drop counts. That's nice. Gnome priest still feels weird. Should rename it medic, but only on a gnome and goblin. Hey! My gnome priest is a woman of the light. She is not just a band-aid dispenser. That girl learned how to sing. When a gnome priest sings a divine hymn, what do you think their song of choice is? Do you think it's you know, customizable? Genre flexible? Undead Hunters and Kata too. Undead Hunter with Undead Pet was kind of crazy at the time. Not the Lollipop Guild. I'm not the only one doing lumber. I only need 4 more. Nobody home? Well, that one's dead. Maybe if we keep going, we'll start running into the live ones. Not me just realizing the chair next to the decor duel area is also a vendor. I thought I was done. Oh man. On one hand, rough. You got more decor dueling to do. But on the other hand, the chair has like all the cute stuff. It's got the best mog. The display case is how I made my aquarium in my WoW office. It's the best glass box we got so far. Garden swing's so cute. I do think that chair venture's hilarious. It turns to look at you if you're targeting it and you move around, it'll swivel to look at you. Which I think is super funny. Alright, Mind Rot, what do you got? Sky shards. Not gonna worry about the one up north. I am gonna get this lumber. This should be my last one for Midnight Lumberjack. I like the little firewood pile from that chair vendor. Plus it's cheap. Hey! Mounted lumber harvesting in Midnight Suns. Don't mind if I do.
Delicious. Cut your overgrown blooming lettuce. Prune them back.
Lots of people out doing rares today. Good sunny morning, peeps. Hello. Good sunny morning to you. Not sure if from Australia, New Zealand, or if just good weather wherever you are. File Lessons Farm, kind of brutal. Think they should up the drop rate. It is a tough one. I haven't really started it yet. I'm a little bit afraid. I want to see how this feels now that I have the mounted lumber farming. I guess I still have to kill things if they're fighting me, huh? Storm covering New Zealand at the moment? Ah, Vic, BC. Sky's cleaning up. Still chilly. Gotta hold the city together for me now that I'm gone. No, Stumpy and I are not friends. Stumpy and I are fighting. Although if there's enough people around doing these things, then maybe Stumpy's worth it. He's fine with like 2 people. Wasn't aware it's allowed to storm in New Zealand. Perfect sunny paradise. I don't know. Island in the ocean, I feel like that's prime storm territory. Especially when you don't have like a lot of land covering you, or you have like a lot of open ocean. Storms just whip themselves up big and then hit the coast like a truck.
Catch them and bring them back up to calmer waters.
The amount of wind and rain that the west coast of Vancouver Island gets compared to the east coast is kind of crazy. Just because it's just a straight shot from the Pacific Ocean. Anybody home? I just paid attention to a gray quality book I looted. Adventures of Fly Barbie and Lycan. Is that like the WoW version of Barbenheimer? Is it a romance novel? Is it readable? Do you 8 Mask Perfect Vision? Yeah, I did. They were hard. I remember them being hard. I did them when the content came out the first time, and then I did them again when they brought them out in War Within. The polymorph dude in the Mage Tower sucked every time. Sadly, not readable. Bummer. I'm not sure if they're still doable. I hope so. I haven't had a reason to go back. I wonder if they would be easy now. Geography has always perplexed me. When I was in Kelowna, standing by the lake downtown, it was so much warmer than the surrounding area that I got terrible full-body chills when I had to leave since the temp difference was so great. Yeah, it's crazy how different weather can be in like very nearby areas. Like really real micro weather is kind of nuts. You'll get rain here that's like, you'll be walking and it'll be raining, and then you walk for about 2 minutes and then you can walk out of it. Like you can see the border of where the rain is because it's just in such little patches, and it's like either brightly sunny or like raining pretty good. But you'll be like walking in and out of just like tiny spots of it. It doesn't happen super often, but it's freaky, dude. Yeah, it's raining in Victoria, typical. Any extra rain the island can get this summer is fine by me. Our snowpack is in shambles. We are gonna be in for some gnarly water restrictions this summer if we don't get some good rain, so I am team rain. Happens in Colorado. I think the mountains stir up the air masses. Gonna be a wild year. Why do I feel like all of the years are gonna be wild years now? Ugh. Where are my rares at? I'm going the other. Oh, I found one. I was gonna say I'm gonna turn around and go the other way. See if I don't. Two in the morning, 8 years ago. Maybe not a consistent thing. Oh, headphones are dying on me. I almost made it through a stream today. That's alright. Let's turn around and just kind of fly out the other way and see if we can find. This one's an elite anyway, so I feel like I don't need to do it. I can do it, but we don't need to. The other thing I could do is just get on my hunter and try try some different rares again. Just spawned. Pro of nothing. Do you know if bonus rolls are going to work in the new raid? Looking for excuses to not keep spamming Mythic Plus for tiny upgrades and side grades. I guess I don't know for a fact, but I would imagine so. It's part of the same tier. I'm hoping that bonus rolls are going to stick around for the rest of the expansion. I don't know if they are. Bit of a funny thing. It's a good question. Do you guys know what the plan is for Nebulous Void Cores going forward? They are in the Season 1 currency tab, which kind of indicates that maybe they're just for this season, but that would count for Sporefall. Sporefall is still part of the same season. Grimlings? No? No. Oh, yes. Right behind me. Going a little too fast. Sure made a big hullabaloo about it. I think we're just going to keep getting seasonal upgraded bonus rolls. I hope so. I like that system. I think they should keep it. Yeah, they could do it later in the season if they wanted to. I don't know. They make things so complicated for themselves. Seems like the best version of Turbo Boost. It felt like it hit earlier than Turbo Boost normally does, but I'm not sure if that's true. I always felt Turbo Boost hit so late in the season that it was kind of over by then. And maybe it was just 3400 that made it feel like the season wasn't over to me yet. That's just Stumpy. We don't need Stumpy. Nobody home? Nobody home. I have a quick little fly around on my hunter. I guess we can clean up the bags too.
All guests are welcome here.
That's 202 gold worth of grays. And starting at roughly 20k. Oh, hang on. I can't vendor those. It's a good thing I need them. not that much gold. I always overestimate how much I'm gonna get from vendoring the blues. Time for my third and final 90. We'll just do a little skim. We're not gonna camp anything out too hard. Be nice if we found Dame Bloodshed. Oh. Found A&L Blackstar. Forgot that I left her here. I wish the tombstones and delves were kind of prioritized by guild and friends list, just so we make fun of each other. Made me feel less bad when someone had died at the same spot. I kind of feel like they are a little bit. I think that your friend and guildmates' tombstones persist longer, is my theory. Because I've seen tombstones from, like, guildies that are, like, old. I think they roast you to your friends. I'm not like 1000% on it, but that's my theory. Because I do run into them, and I know they don't do that many delves. But I also haven't been in a bit myself either. Clearly seen lots of names I know. I think they must know that it's more fun to see the death spot of somebody that you actually know. In-game. Don't get the impression my guildies are dying all that often in delves anymore. Yeah. I wonder if somebody killed this other one before I got to it. Tremora's kind of annoying to get to. Aha! Makes me wonder if they're outing secret alts when I see a name I don't recognize. Love running into the tune I'm running the delve on. Oh, like your own tombstone? I've never gotten to avenge myself. Let's check for Lotus, and then I'm gonna turn right. I'm so committed to this. No mount drops today, but I'm always happy when I just get a bunch of rare kills because it's good moral. And it's progress. They'll drop eventually. Trying to force myself the willpower to do the abundance I put off. Yeah, I feel that. I'm just team wait. I'm team wait until you can send 8 in one go. Abundance is not interesting enough to run 8 times in a row. It's gonna be really funny though if I like send all 8 shards and then I somehow manage to like whiff the abundance. I did one on PTR just to test it out, and even just completely solo, doing nothing in particular in a completely empty instance, was able to get maximum credit decently easily. But it would be really funny if you used all your shards and then something just happened, like you had to AFK because, I don't know, your kid's throwing up or something. And then you're like, well, there goes the Dun-Dun shards. Whoops. Tough break. Might be worth buying the other mats for purple profession gear while the market's super down. Usually AFK abundance, read a book. Do your laundry, catch up on dishes, file your taxes. Don't get having such high marks for repeatable achieves. Yeah, the abundance achievements seem a bit much. This is just 1100 gold I can't pass up.
You've bought
There you
us time. Let us hope we spend it wisely.
I'll just do one lap and then I'll collect my marl and do a bit of shopping before I wrap up for the day. This character is definitely not doing any elite rares. She's only 261, which is like fine. She could maybe get away with it, but I don't think it's worth trying. That's Revengerous. We're skipping him. Sometimes I think these 8 mounts are too hard, and then I remember Soundless grinding. Yeah, I would do this. I would do this 3 times over. I would get these mounts in triplicate before I ground Soundless. Soundless is just too much waiting. Thankfully, all achieves for abundance I got done. Had to cater a throwaway out for cooking, leatherworking, and skinning. Nice, yeah. Soundless had raids forming for every spawn. Do you think people like made good friends socializing in those groups while waiting for the rare to come along? Met the love of their life. Prioritizing farming Soundless and BFA is one of those things, thankfully I did.
We would be wise to disrupt them.
It's a rough one. Seeing the mount in the loot window was exciting. Alright, let's call this good. Get some, see if I can get the rest of the weapons. Weapon mugs. I'm gonna collect all... Ooh, actually, I should probably do this on my warrior, because field accolades are not transferable, and I think I have more of them on my warrior? I guess I can spend the ones my priest has. I suppose that's fine. How many does my priest have anyway? Oh yeah, I got 362. We're cooking. We're set. Now let me pull a bunch of marl. And just trust that we're gonna keep getting more of it. And I don't need to cling on to it. Like it's the only marl that I'll ever earn.
Everything has a price. If you
So there are plenty of weapons left. I have 7 out of 18. One. Can you just buy 2? No.
come back
I need
anytime.
to open it, so let me put it on like a keybind. No, can't put it on a keybind. Okay, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. There we go. 1. Do I then need to click on it? Yeah.
What do you seek?
2.
I hope you find your purchase to
Can never
be
escape the count.
I offer rare goods from distant realms.
I know there's like a faster way to do this, but it's fine. This is a finite problem.
Everything has a
There's only so many boxes to get, then you don't have to get them anymore. In staff version. 12 of 18.
Everything has a price.
13. kind of a cute wand.
I offer rare goods from distant
14.
What do you seek? I hope you find your purchase to be
15.
satisfying. Thank you for browsing.
Ooh, that's a nice bow, actually. And the Great Blade looked like that. Liked the bow a bit better.
Everything has a price. If you are willing to pay it.
17.
I offer rare goods from distant realms.
And 18. That should be the last weapon. That's the gun. Okay.
What do you seek?
So I still have 17k Marl. I have all the weapons. I have all the shoulders. I think I'm going chest pieces next.
Come back anytime. I hope you find your purchase to be satisfying.
This one is leather. Breastplate.
I offer rare goods from distant realms.
So there's 13 of these. Why are there 17 of these?
Thank you for browsing.
Some of the pieces have extra options.
What do you seek?
Spaced these. Criminal, they make them open at each box. Some of the vendors are kinder and they kind of auto-open the boxes when you get them, but not this one apparently.
Everything has a price, if you are willing to pay it. Thank you for browsing. I offer rare goods from distant realms.
I have the talent for this feral druid to auto-shift a cat when using cat abilities, but it won't shift me. Oh, weird.
Come back anytime.
I wonder why. It's a cute shirt.
What do you seek? I hope you find your purchase to be satisfying. Come back anytime.
Man, I'm starting to be more impressed that I got through buying the shoulders, not because of the currency involved, but just because of the vendor buying involved.
If you are willing to
Buy, open, learn. It's a 3-step process for each one of them. I guess it's more if you want to preview it too. Because then I have to close the window so that I can open the cache without just like refunding it basically. And then I tried to drag it onto a bar so I could do it with the keybind, but that wasn't working. I guess you could make a macro or something. DE and a couple extra purples that I have hanging around here. Got the
Everything
dogs
has a
out.
price, if you are
Who
willing
did?
to pay it.
Who will let those out?
I hope you find your purchase to be satisfying. Come back anytime.
Oh, so some of the chest pieces have options for full robe versus just the top half. That's why there's 17 instead of 13. It's probably the cloth, like all the robes have shirt versions.
If you are willing to pay.
That's why this is such an expensive category.
What do you seek?
Getting the last one's gonna be super fun because it's gonna finish a set with every time. Formed a whole weekend for those, was afraid I'd wear out my right click at the end.
Goods from distant
And
realms.
we finished with chest pieces.
Everything has a price.
Nice. So I got 14k Marl left. Gloves there should only be 13 of. I also randomly have one.
I offer rare goods from distant realms. What do you seek? I
Yeah,
hope
I'm
you
starting
find
to
your
become
purchase
rapidly team why was this not an ensemble? Who thought this was a good idea?
has a price, if you are willing to pay it.
Is it fun and exciting when you get the piece you want? Maybe if you're trying to just get one set and therefore do it cheaper, you're gonna have, you know, different amounts of lucky or not lucky in terms of how early you get the piece you're after, but
I hope you find your
holy.
purchase to be satisfying.
At least they changed the color of the vendor item when you have everything from it. That's nice. I don't want to have to like keep looking or thinking about it. I appreciate that they give you a pretty clear indicator that you're finished with that particular cache. Raise my playtime by 1 day just for opening these. Each one of these pieces is 4 rares worth of marl. Isn't that kind of nuts? And we're doing legs.
Come back anytime. I offer rare goods from distant realms.
Getting in the zone now.
Everything has a price, if you are willing to pay it. What do you seek? I hope you find your purchase to be satisfying. I offer rare goods from distant
Oh wow, there's a lot of legs too. What, do they give you shorts or something? Oh, they probably do skirts or pants. This is the one world in which I don't know if options is a good thing.
I hope you find your purchase.
Hey Hazel, haven't played since BFA, just leveled up to 90. Any tips for gold making? We're kind of between patches right now. I've been kind of digging raw gold, honestly. Gold world quests and weeklies. Even on just one character, there's enough of them out there for that to make you a pretty nice start. And then if you did want to get into professions, you would have some seed money for it. I haven't really been doing professions this expansion. I've just been doing raw gold. 1 and 2 for dialogue selection. Oh yeah, that's a little better.
I hope you find your purchase to be satisfying. What do you seek?
Down to 10k. I've been working through my field accolades, actually. That's nice. I wonder... I don't think I'm going to run out of field accolades. Because I have more on my warrior, because my warrior's the character that did all those ritual sites. This is just from... I don't know where these field accolades came from, to be honest with you. I don't remember farming them. Just poking around at ritual sites originally. Because I feel like I did my achievements on my warrior. She would have all the field accolades.
Everything has a price, if you are willing to pay it. Thank you for browsing.
Oh, that's nice. Might be flying, collecting mines and herbs.
What do you seek?
Definitely will make you some. Oh, no, don't refund me. I just bought it. No, don't refund it. Hang on. Holy moly. This is making me go cross right here. Oh, hell yeah. I feel like I gotta put that on somebody. That's too good. And that's the end of field accolades, which I feel like is a good place to tap out of opening boxes for the moment. I'm sure we can get more stuff. I do have more marl, but that's good for today. We can do more some other time. I would like to thank you guys for being here. Appreciate the company. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.